You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Suck it!
There are starving children in the world, right?
Show me a child. Show me some empirical evidence it's happened. Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
What the fuck is going on?
Nothing, TJ. You're garbage. You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
And not Scotty.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast, where we DP the fuck out of the internet. We are your hosts, Ben and TJ, the only real hosts of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Fuck yeah!
The only real ones.
Fuck
I just
yeah! Scotty's bullshit. That's why he ain't here. We fired his ass.
Scotty is away taking his 6th vacation of the year.
You mean of the month?
Yeah. It's actually his 2nd vacation of the month.
Fucking Scotty.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, do it. Ben is drunk. Ben's
TJ is
fucking drunk.
TJ is fucking drunk.
Shut up, you drunk fuck.
You're the one that slept on the fucking floor while I set up the whole show.
Yeah, well, I had a good night.
it was the
sleep,
bread.
And I'm fucking fine now.
It was the bread.
It was the bread.
Oh, no, it wasn't like the 4 Long Islands that you had?
No, it was the bread. It was the fucking bread,
Okay.
Ben. And people were pissed last Friday when we had to cancel our show.
Whiny ass bitches.
Bitches, every one of you.
Okay, we got comments like, well, looks like your internet's working. It's like, no, we were at TJ's house.
Yeah, show at Ben's house did that video telling you guys that shit was broken over at TJ's house.
Yes, we have a computer that weighs like 25 pounds. We have 3 monitors.
A soundboard.
We have a fucking floor covered with black wires. We can't just like pick that up and transport that to TJ's house. Okay?
Not easily.
I mean,
Not
yes,
last
we
minute.
could. Yes.
Not last minute, no.
Yeah, we had a 14-hour power outage and then another 10 hours of internet outage.
Should have paid your internet bill.
Yeah, we should have paid our internet bill. Outages, those happen when you pay your bill, but the internet still goes out anyway.
Some other people said, we should have more stable internet to be more professional. It's like, what the fuck control do we have over that shit?
Right. You know what? I'm going to save $50 a month by getting this unstable internet.
Yeah,
What?
sure, it's down constantly, but it's cheaper. That's the one we went for. So fuck you, everybody who whined and bitched and complained about us missing Friday's show. Circumstances beyond our control.
Literally.
Beyond our control. Ben rightfully pointed out that it's not like when your internet goes down and you miss watching the show, we're not up your ass like, You're not a real fan. What are you doing? You should have more stable internet to watch our show.
Oh, by the way, we already have the AIU fanboys in the chat room. I guess, like...
He was talking to me on Twitter earlier.
About your cock.
Yeah.
You know, he spends a lot of time thinking about your cock.
He is obsessed with my cock. Because out of the blue, I haven't even said anything to him or about him for weeks or whatever. I mean, maybe I've said things about him. I don't know. I have a terrible memory. But, you know, out of the blue, he's just like... He sends me this diagram of some picture of, like, a cock... And he's like, this cock is much bigger than your cock, TJ.
Like, cool.
I'm like, okay, thanks, I guess.
Cool.
Why are you so obsessed with my cock? He's like, I'm just obsessed with its dimensions because it's so small.
In the world of AIU, having a bigger cock makes you right.
It does. He
apparently.
actually said at one point that, you know, if you don't have a big enough cock, he won't even debate you. And that's why he won't debate me. My cock is too small to be debated.
I mean, that is like... mental retardation.
But his Twitter is at atheist_roo. That's ROO. So everyone can go ask him why he's obsessed with my cock. Just go ask him. Just go ask him why is he obsessed with my cock.
It's because you're a beta male. Gosh, TJ.
You know, he doesn't think he sounds like Napoleon Dynamite.
He is,
despite the fact that we have scientifically proven that he does.
He sounds exactly like fucking Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes, he does. It's identical. Go watch one of his videos and pull up a clip. Here, do yourself a favor, everybody.
I'm going to pull up the soundboard now.
Yeah, go ahead and pull up the Napoleon Dynamite. We'll prove this once again, just so everyone can be convinced. Especially, even the AIU fanboys. You're gonna have to.
I think they also share, like, the Asperger's in common with one another, too.
Well, you know.
All right.
We're all a little aspy, you know?
Who's the only one here who knows the illegal ninja moves from the government?
God, those black people.
Play him now.
Oh, I don't have him queued.
You don't have him queued.
Well, I don't even want to play one of his videos, but...
Just play enough of it for a comparison.
All right.
Atheism is unstoppable. Here we go.
Let's see.
You have to find one of the videos he's actually in.
Well, there's a video. There's a video where he actually takes the side of Glenn Beck.
Cool. That's how you know he's smart.
It is about Islam. You say that political Islam is incompatible with freedom the way we understand it.
And once again, we've entered bizarro world in which right-wing, deluded Christians, even they can understand the threat of Islam. And
all right, so there he is right there, and here's Napoleon Dynamite.
Just listen to your heart. Why don't you go tell your mom to shut up? This one gang kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
What's happening in the world today? Even they see the absurdity.
I mean, come on. Are you going to act like you don't hear it? It's there. It's
come on,
there.
Devon Dudley.
Yeah, I like to call him Devon Dudley. But, you know.
Denial is more than just a river in Egypt, Devon.
You guys are a bunch of queers.
Yeah, you know, like
button dick brigade motherfuckers.
I saw him. He had this pseudo debate with one of our fans.
Well, just so you know, Ben's dick is huge. It's like this.
Yeah.
It's like you ever seen Anaconda? That was Ben's dick.
He had a pseudo debate with one of our fans, and he asked the guy, like, when was the last time you got laid? It's like, seriously, what the... I mean, like, how is that relevant to an argument at all? Like, how recently you got laid? And I mean, like, if he would have been, like, 10 minutes ago, would you even have believed him?
Would it matter?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's the fucking point.
It also doesn't matter how big your dick is, at least not in terms of an argument.
No.
Yeah, I think that what you said was racist, AIU. Well, your dick is small, so yeah! Yeah! He also said that if I come to Germany, he'll beat my ass for charity.
I like how he says you defamed him or slandered him or something.
But fuck charity. I want the money to go to me. And also, I think that you should come to America and I can show you just how lax our gun laws are.
And then he'll put a dick in your mouth.
Yep. I'll make you suck my little tiny cock at gunpoint. What do you think of that? Sound good, AIU? I know
Napoleon complex.
Napoleon Dynamite complex.
He has Napoleon Dynamite complex.
I bet you my Catman voice again. Oh, no, that's how we got you. Catman! I'm Catman now. AIU is racist, yeah. Oh my god, guys. AIU's so racist, dude.
I wish you'd get out of my life and shut up.
I bet you do, AIU. I bet you do.
Japanese scientists place explosive detonators at the bottom of Lake Loch Ness to blow Nessie out of the water.
True. Another thing we got going on.
Oh,
I don't. Do you want to go into Kent Hovind thing yet? Or you?
Yeah. Let's go into it. I don't agree with what I don't fully agree with what TJ did.
All right. Well, I'll let Ben have his say as well. So as you guys know, maybe we should play the Kent Hovind video in a second here.
Yeah.
Kent Hovind. We made a video responding to Kent Hovind a few weeks back. Because he's on YouTube now, and we played a video of his, and we were making fun of him, and, you know, basically calling him out on the dastardly piece of shit that he is. And we said something along the lines of, you know, wouldn't it be funny if Kent Hovind came on the show or something? And I think we might have encouraged people to ask Kent Hovind to be on the show. I don't recall exactly if we did or not. But, you know, I guess people did, and Kent Hovind responded, and he said, yeah, I'll come on your show, but I got some stipulations. Stipulation number 1 was no profanity, because he thinks we're foul-mouthed, because we are, of course. Number 2 was that his man, Racer X, who runs the free Kent Hovind website, which shouldn't that be defunct by now?
Yeah, it's pretty irrelevant at this point since he's free.
Yeah, he's free. It's over.
Unless he's planning on going to prison again.
Which maybe he is. I don't know. But that guy has to moderate the debate, and Kent Hovind has to have equal time. Now, even though I feel like 2 of those stipulations are pretty ridiculous, him getting to choose the moderator and him getting to preclude any profanity. Oh, and also personal attacks against him. Like, you can't reference that he was in prison for 9 years.
Yeah, let's forget about that.
Yeah, just forget about that stuff. And, you know, let's just stick to the facts. You know, whatever. Fine.
We agreed to that.
We agreed to all of these terms. All of them. Because we were interested in having Kent Hovind coming on this show. So, finally, we found someone...
JF.
We were going to get JF. We were originally going for Thunderfoot, but Thunderfoot thought that Kent Hovind's stipulations were bullshit.
And as we all know, JF is a very mild-mannered, respectable college professor, very intelligent guy, very patient, as you've seen with the last debate that we hosted here, where there was no profanity or anything that a Christian would have objected to.
Sure, and we said we got JF, and we called Kent Hovind's flunky, Racer X. And we asked him, we told him, we got JF, we got this guy, we're willing to follow all of the little stipulations that Kent laid out, so we're ready to do this debate. And then Racer X starts telling us that, there's more stipulations now. And
No, he was pretending like this was a stipulation that already existed.
Right. He's saying, oh, well, it can't be on your guys' channel. It has to be on a neutral channel. And, we're like, what the fuck is the point? We're not even planning on participating. We were just going to step back and let JF and Kent Hovind go at it. 2 one-on-one, totally fair fight. An evolutionary professor versus
a pseudo-professor.
Pseudo-scientist fuckwit with a bunch of dumb charts that he can't prove empirically. And we said, let's do this shit. And he's like, no, we have to do it on a neutral channel and all this other crap.
And we said, what's the difference? Well, he was like, because I know you guys swear a lot.
Oh, yeah, and he kept harping on us for swearing and being like we're foul-mouthed and acting like we're the worst people in the world because we swore at Kent Hovind. And and we know you guys have influence and you're acting this way and it's disgusting the way you acted and all this stuff. Just reiterating this point several times.
And we said,
us,
we could swear on any fucking channel, so it doesn't matter whether it's on our channel or anyone else's. Also, more people would come to our channel because we have almost 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and we do live shows 3 times a fucking week, so people know to come check out those shows. And this is the whole purpose of even wanting Kent Hovind on to begin with, is so that he could come on our fucking channel. But apparently, even though we were willing to meet every other stipulation, because we wouldn't do that stipulation, everything fell apart. I ended up cursing the guy out because I was tired of him sitting there berating me for the way I use language and acting extremely condescending and judgmental, to the point where I just decided, this motherfucker thinks I'm such a foul-mouthed piece of shit. I'm going to show him how foul-mouthed I really am. So I ended up cursing him out, and that's where Ben disagrees.
Yeah, I disagree that we gave them what they wanted at that point. I think what really throws them for a loop is when you surprise them.
Sure.
Like, oh, you think we're disrespectful pieces of shit? Well, we'll give you all the respect you want and still prove you wrong.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have proved him right at that point because he was a scumfuck.
Well, he was.
And he was totally judgmental, totally an asshole, purposely trying to rile us up. And you know what? I gave him what he wanted, and I don't regret it. Ben feels differently. That's just a personal difference between the two of us on that issue. But as far as the Kent Hovind debate goes, negotiations have fallen apart at this point. So what I would like you guys to do watching this right now is to please respectfully, and I emphasize the word respectfully, even though he doesn't deserve your respect, respectfully write Kent Hovind, show him this video, tell him that we are willing to meet his stipulations. The only stipulation we are not willing to meet is that we're going to have this debate on this channel.
It's completely irrelevant.
If it's going to happen at all.
It's completely irrelevant which channel it's on. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because we already agreed to your stipulations. The reason they said they don't want to do it on our channel is because we're foul-mouthed. Well,
we can be foul-mouthed on any channel. There's no magical barrier.
Right. If we're being foul-mouthed and Kent Hovind doesn't want to be on with foul-mouthed people, Kent Hovind can simply leave. But we fucking promised... We gave our word that if Kent Hovind comes on the show, we will abstain from profanity.
And we've demonstrated in the past that we can do that.
Yeah, we did it with Venom Fang X, even though there was a little bit of contention there at the beginning.
Well, that wasn't understood until it started.
Right.
And then once it was understood, then it continued. And whatever the guy's name was that came on with JF, no one swore at him. No one attacked him.
Sure, and that's exactly how this would play out if Kent Hovind was to come on. Now, I also have to, at this point, though, revoke my my approval of this Racer X character as a moderator, because, frankly, I think he's rude and obnoxious. And we were perfectly polite to him until he started being rude to us. So we will be the moderators, and we will abstain from profanity, and JF will abstain from profanity, and those two, JF and Kent Hovind only, will debate, and we will just sit by the sidelines and be timekeepers, and that's all our function will be. So there's no possible reason for Kent Hovind to object on the basis of us being profane.
And I like how they want to, they're like, well, we had some simple demands. It's like, no, you want to control everything.
Yeah, and this is ironic considering that Kent Hovind, in his video response to us, said that atheists
And we're going to play that in a moment here.
Well, I guess we'll just wait till we play it then.
Yeah, we played this on the show with Jim Ass, but Jim Ass's retarded ramblings kind of covered it up. So, fuck you, Jim Ass. I hate you. I hope you die. I hope I never see you again, Jim Ass.
Fuck you, Jim
You're
Ass.
a piece of shit. And here's the video from Ken Hovind responding to our initial challenge.
Hello, Ken Hovind here. This is my acceptance speech to the challenge that has been made to me by the group that calls themselves the Drunken Peasants. Thank you so much. We had quite a few people, I don't know, 10 or 15 of them call Hannah and say, hey, tell Kent Hovind we want to debate. I'm thrilled and I'm honored. It's extremely rare for an atheist to be willing to defend their position in front of a creationist that they don't have some kind of control over.
Okay, stop right there. It's unusual.
Whoops.
What the hell?
Sorry,
It's unusual for an atheist to debate a creationist without controlling the factors, and yet you're going to make this video making 1,000,001 stipulations for the only way that you'll even do this debate? It seems like you're the one who wants to control all of the factors, Kent.
Great, now his audio's dead.
Oh well, he's not very interesting to listen to anyway.
Hold on.
Boom, ba-ba-doom, ba-ba-doom.
Hold on.
Everything is dead.
Yeah, all of our audio's dead.
All audio is gone, except for our actual audio.
Yeah, which is okay.
So neat. Ben will work on that while I come up with some other way to entertain everybody. So, you guys want to see me snort this through my fucking nose and blow it out my mouth? Would that be entertaining to people? I think that it was entertaining to the people on the Google Hangout the other day on Patreon. And by the way, if you're not a patron, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. And we're actually going to be changing our Patreon very shortly. The $1 patronage level is going to be something a lot better than it is now, so stay tuned and be sure to keep checking our Patreon if you're not already a patron. But yeah, we got some stuff coming up. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do this stupid... It's not really a trick, because anyone could do it, but who else would even think of doing it? Yeah! Yeah! You see that shit? That shit was hard fucking core. Cores don't get much harder than that, motherfuckers.
Cores do not get harder. All right, we'll get on with this.
All right.
Hello, Ken Hovind here. This is my acceptance speech to the challenge that has been made to me by the group that calls themselves the Drunken Peasants.
We're not a group.
Thank you so much. We had
I guess we are technically, but you make us sound like a
10 or
cult.
15 of them call Hannah and say, hey, tell Kent Hovind we want to debate. I'm thrilled and I'm honored. It's extremely rare for an atheist to be willing to defend their position in front of a creationist that they don't have some kind of control over. I'm not your student. You can't feel me. You can't frighten me, and you can't fire me.
Okay.
So that would be.
Well, apparently you are frightened,
now,
because if you weren't frightened, you wouldn't need 1,000,001 stipulations. The only fair stipulation that you really have proposed is that we give you equal time, which is totally fair, of course. You wanting to decide the moderator, you know, I can understand why you'd want to control the moderator. The no cursing thing, whatever. We disagree on that. We have a different set of sensibilities when it comes to cursing. I don't really think it's a fair stipulation. I think people should be able to speak their minds in the manner that they're accustomed to. But we were willing to respect even that ridiculous fucking horse shit just to get your moronic fucking lying ass on the show. And we fucking bent over backwards to find you a proper opponent. We fucking vetted several people. No one wanted to even do it. In fact, did you know Ken Hovind, the atheist community in general, told us that we shouldn't even give you the time of fucking day? That you're an idiot and you're a scammer and that we're horrible for even wanting to give you any time on our show?
Aaron Ra. You know, we're not the biggest fans of his, but he has respect in the atheist community. He goes out and does seminars and speaks in front of, you know, hundreds of people.
Yeah, he told us, don't give this asshole the time of day, or if you do even give him the time of day, just make him a freak show. So we were actually coming to you, really, maybe not with an olive branch, but we were willing to give you a fair shake. Willing to give you a place where you can have your say, where you can face off against some of the atheists that you find to be so intellectually untenable. But you're not willing to do it unless you make 1,001 stipulations, and even once those are met, you want to make further fucking stipulations. And it's absurd. It's ridiculous.
It's accepting my challenge. Today is July 30th, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it can be 100 to 1. There can be 100 of you against me. Perfectly fine. But I get half the time, 50% of the time.
No,
we
don't need. It doesn't. Look,
at a time.
It doesn't take 100 atheists to beat you. Okay, it takes but one. We found one. His name is Jean-Francois Garapy or something like that. Yes, he was going to take you on. One-on-one with us totally in the background. The only thing we were going to do is be timekeepers.
Yeah,
tell each person when it was time to think, and maybe ask a few questions of both sides.
We were basically creating the audience for the debate.
Right. I mean, this is ridiculous.
So whoever your expert is on whichever part of this debate you want to get into, perfectly fine. You have them answer the question. I would like the Racer X, the guy who moderates the Free Kent Hovind website, since he knows a lot about computers, does that for a living. He will be the moderator of the debate, and he will monitor.
You know who else knows about computers and doing these live debates and shit? Us! Because we've done it before. Several fucking times. We know about it. We don't need him. Fuck him. All right? It's not fair that your personal flunky gets to be the one who controls the debate when you're the one accepting the challenge from us. I promise you that we will be completely equitable to you. We will give you your time. We will not mention your prison stint. We will not personally attack you like we are right now. It will be completely fair, completely unbiased, nothing more than Jean-Francois versus Pastor Kent, and that's all. That's it. Now, if you can't agree to that, then I would say that you are the one who is afraid to have your view challenged. You're the one who's afraid to have a real debate.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I mean, it's like, sure, I'll have a boxing match with you, but, it must be in my hometown, and I get to choose everyone who's in the audience. I get to choose who the referee is. I even get to choose who's in your corner.
Yep.
In between rounds.
It's like, choose everything.
No.
And I get to throw an equal amount of punches.
Yeah. No.
Him as far as who gets on, and anyone who uses any profanity, he will shut him off. Anyone who uses obscene gestures, he'll shut them off. They're out of the debate. So behave yourselves, and we'll get along fine. No profanity, no obscene gestures. I want you as the atheists and I, will each clearly define our position at the beginning. I believe the Bible is literally
That's
true.
all acceptable.
Scientifically
Whatever.
accurate.
That's
the Earth
fine.
is only 6,000 years old. It was destroyed by a big flood in the days of Noah.
Yeah, no, it
I will
wasn't.
defend that position from the scientific or religious perspective. Or
Religious
both.
perspective.
And you will defend
You
the
can't
evolution.
defend from
so I
a
want you to
scientific
spell out
perspective.
exactly what is it that you believe and why. Defend your position.
No.
If you believe the Earth is 17.29567 billion years old or whatever, then tell us why.
I don't think anyone
If you
thinks the
believe
Earth
man
is that
evolved
old.
from an ape-like ancestor, which came from something else, which came from something else, which ultimately came from a rock.
From a rock?
Explain clearly your position.
Yeah, we're,
No,
we all came from Iraq, like Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, we're all children of Saddam. Anyway, we've already pretty much said everything that needs to be said about this. People can watch this video for themselves and see what he said there. But, please, audience, write Kent Hovind, let him know that you still want to see the debate, but it needs to be on our channel, and we need to be the moderators, and we will give him equal time, and we will abstain from profanity. And if he doesn't do it, then he cannot claim any longer that atheists are the cowardly ones. He is, in fact, the coward. And that's pretty much it.
Let's let him give his email address and everything on here.
Believe in that, but that's not science. So once we clearly define the terms evolution, science, religion, I will define creation. I believe it's a supernatural act by the Creator who created everything from nothing in 6 literal 24-hour days. That's my position. Can I prove it scientifically? No. I think the scientific evidence points to that, and I think that is logical. But anyway, thank you so much for the offer, and I accept your challenge. So book them with Hannah. She'll be glad to book a date for time for that, and we'll try to do it. Evolution, stellar evolution, chemical.
It's Dr. Dino. Anyway,
is it spelled out doctor, or is it?
Let me pull it up really quick here, just so we have it.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put Kent Hovind's email on the screen.
I don't know if we'll put it on the screen, but we'll give it to him here.
Okay. Well, at any rate, we're going to give it to you guys.
Yeah.
So you can write him and see if we can maybe still get this debate to happen.
Mr. Kent Hovind.
Kent Hovind, yes, of course.
It is, it's thedrdino@gmail.com. So it's THEDRDINO@gmail.com.
Yep. Be sure to write him. Be sure to let him know that we still want him. Be sure to let him know about our stipulations. You can link him to this video if you want, so he can come watch for himself what we have to say. But yeah, we're still open for the debate. If he wants to chicken out, that's on him. But we're willing to meet most of his stipulations. We were willing to meet more of them until I found out what a complete and utter asshole Racer X is. But now I'm not willing to deal with that person anymore.
All right, so we're going to move on to Steve Shives, who, I didn't even really know much about him. I heard he's friends with the guys from Bible Reloaded, which is, it's like, okay. And he's a feminist guy on YouTube, and I heard that I saw someone ask him a question in a comment section. Would you be on Drunken Peasants? He's like, I've never been asked before, but the only joy I would get out of that is being able to decline that invitation.
Neat.
Here's this video about the wage gap.
5 stupid things about the wage gap, baby, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed about the wage gap.
Okay.
It exists in nearly every line of work.
Uh-huh.
The wage gap between men and women is real. It's a thing that exists.
Mm-hmm.
And though its size varies from job to job, it's present in all but a relative few occupations.
Yeah, but in most of these jobs, the wage gap is something like 96 cents to the dollar. And when you actually look at the variables that account for why the wage gap exists in some industries, it's usually things like women aren't as career-oriented as men. They try to balance home life and career, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, but of course, if you do that, you're not going to be as successful in your career as someone who is completely 100% career-oriented, and family is a second consideration, if at all. Another thing is, of course, that women can get pregnant and be incapacitated for months and months. Men don't usually get pregnant, except for in bad movies like Junior, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Baby, come out of my dick.
Yeah, they never did explain how he had that baby.
I think it was a C-section, but
they never
I was
say
afraid to see it.
You know? Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger shit a baby out of his cock.
Oh, my God.
It'd be kind of funny.
More than that, it exists in male-dominated, female-dominated, and gender-balanced fields. In business, in education, in computers, in sales, in healthcare, in the arts, in virtually any line of work you can think of. Women are paid less than men. The most commonly cited statistic here in the U.S. is that women make 78% as much as men in terms of annual median earnings.
Yeah, here's the problem.
The wage...
That's a pretty shitty statistic, because all that figure does is take the average income of men in general and the average income of women in general and compare the two of them. It doesn't look at every field individually, although wage gaps do exist in several fields. All that statistic does is say, here's what men make on average, here's what women make on average, here's the difference. And that's not really a good way to go about things, because women gravitate towards certain other careers that men are not as likely to gravitate towards, that are not as high paying. You know, and women are all but completely absent in a lot of STEM fields. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields. And the excuse that feminists so often use is that, well, those are like... the only thing that makes it a boys' club is that women have thus far refused to include themselves. They're the ones who have selected against those fields, not men.
Gap is not as simple as that. It's worse for older women. The wage gap is actually quite a bit smaller for young women. Women under the age of 35 earn about 90% of what men earn, which still isn't ideal, but is a lot better than 78%. Than men enrolling in college, a woman with...
Older people in general have trouble with employment. I don't know, I obviously don't have access to the statistics that he is referencing here. I'm just responding off the fly, but I can tell you that elderly people in general have a hard time finding jobs. Not just elderly, I guess, but older people in general. People want the vivacious, young, hungry 20 or 30-something for their new position in their company. They don't necessarily want someone who's in their 50s or 60s who, they're going to be dead or retired far sooner than the 20 or 30-something.
A bachelor's degree can expect to earn just 71% of what a man with a bachelor's degree earns, and women with graduate degrees earn 69% of what men with graduate degrees earn.
We have to look at this strictly in terms of specific career fields. If you're talking about a specific field and the same job and a man is making more than a woman, then you have a grievance. But if you're just looking at men with bachelor's degrees versus women with bachelor's degrees, that could be a very faulty statistic, because maybe the woman's bachelor degree is in fucking, women's studies, or just a simple business degree. Whereas maybe more of the men have bachelor's degrees in, chemistry or something like that. So just saying this is a bachelor's degree and this is a bachelor's degree, that doesn't mean they're equal degrees. That doesn't mean that they have the same money-making potential. And you can't just only have gender as a factor. You have to look at the other factors as well.
That one surprised me when I read it for the first time. But not all the data about the wage gap is so unexpected. Some of it seems depressingly familiar.
Mm-hmm.
It's worse for women of color. The disparities between the earnings of women of color and white men.
Well, women of color tend to... By the way, women of color is a stupid term. We're going to say black women, okay? I guess that women of color probably includes more than just black women. But people of color is a stupid term in general, because people of color is supposedly an inoffensive and proper term, but colored people is a racist, offensive term, and they mean exactly the same thing, and in fact contain almost the exact same words. It's retarded. I'm going to call them black people and Asian people and whatever else. But black women tend to occupy economically disadvantaged areas with greater frequency than do white women. In fact, the average income of black people in general dwarfs the average income of white people in general. And then that's not to say there's no rich black people or poor white people, because of course there are. But yeah, I mean, you have to look at race as a factor. It's not just because they're a black woman. A lot of it's just to do with them being black. A lot of it's just to do with the areas where black people live, where it's harder to get employed, and also the jobs are not as good because those areas just don't have the same amount of revenue flowing through them.
I actually worked for a company that would tout themselves as one of the top 10 companies in the nation for women to advance at and for minorities to advance at. And they actually made it a point to show that they were a company that enforced that.
Well, sure, and we should encourage more companies to have that sort of attitude, honestly.
Yeah.
But I still don't like this overly simplistic view where everything is looked at through the lens of women. It's women. It's because they're women. No, there's other factors. There are factors beyond just they have a vagina.
Are simultaneously shocking and the sorts of things to which many of us have grown dismally accustomed. Black women earn 64% of what white men earn. Hispanic women have it even worse. They earn just 54% of what white men earn.
White guilt.
Yeah, and a lot of those Hispanic women are here illegally also. I mean, they are. It's true. And when people are not legal citizens, they oftentimes accept jobs that are paying minimum wage or even less than what is supposed to be minimum wage. There's plenty of immigrants living in this country working for wages that, even minimum wage in this country cannot sustain anybody, but, these people work for less than minimum wage. And, that's quite sickening, and that's a problem in and of itself. But, once again, it's not strictly women. Look, they're women, so this is why.
And those statistics, and all of the statistics I've referred to so far in this video, refer to the wage gap as it exists in the United States, by the way. But the wage gap is no respecter of political boundaries. It exists worldwide. When the World Economic Forum released its report last year on the global gender gap, it found just one country, Denmark, where women earn more than men on average.
Nuke Denmark! They're sexist against men.
Average. It found no country where women earn the same as men for doing the same job.
The same job thing, once again, I don't think you're interpreting the statistics correctly, because I've yet to find a single wage gap study or breakdown that looked at, here are two people, or not even just two people, but here's what men in this position, in this geographic area, in this particular job make, and here's what women in this same geographic area, in this same exact job make. And until I see that, I'm not going to take this wage gap thing seriously from the perspective of, women are being discriminated against in the workplace.
The U.S. finished in the middle of the pack, 65th out of 142 countries. Among the countries that finished ahead of us were Canada, the UK, and Burundi, which actually...
The fuck is Burundi? Have you ever heard of that? I've never heard of that.
...actually had the smallest wage gap. Among the countries that finished behind us in the survey were China, Italy, and Israel, and those latter two have women earning less than 50% of what men earn. You've probably noticed by this point that this is one of the videos in this series where I'm all serious and earnest, and I know that a lot of you prefer the funny ones.
Know what I mean, Vern?
Hell, I like the funny ones better too, to be honest, but I could only think of one joke regarding the wage gap, and it's not very funny either.
Well, you could kind of like play off of, like pussy gap, like a gap in the pussy, wage gap, pussy gap. I'm hoping it's based around that. I hope it's a play on that. Let's see if it is.
Even so, it is the biggest joke that I know of about the wage gap.
Lay it on us.
It's the fact that its existence is still denied by some.
Oh, wait. That's not
He's
fun.
talking about you.
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey.
The wage gap is a fact. I don't know how to say it any clearer than that. If you doubt that claim, the major sources I've used to write this video are linked in the description box.
Okay.
Check them out.
All right, I will.
Or better yet, do your own research. You'll find...
I did my own research, and I actually discovered that what you're saying is bullshit. So what now? What do we do now? We're at an impasse. Hey, we should invite him on the show. Oh, wait, that's right. Darn. Steve Shives, you're formally invited to the show. I'm going to give you the pleasure of declining us.
As I did, that the wage gap exists for virtually all women, all around the world. Though it varies in size, it exists for women of all ages, of all races, in virtually all...
What about all butt sizes? Hey, you know, by the way, interesting fact, one of the industries where the wage gap is actually reversed is porn. Yeah, so actually female porn stars make considerably more than male porn stars. So if we're going to address the wage gap, we need to address it there first. Because, you know, that's affecting men. That's affecting people who fucking matter, not this women shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who matter fucking.
Yeah, you know, women are stupid. You ever notice that? Women are fucking stupid. Yep, I said it. I had the courage to say it. I'm sexist and I'm proud. Hail misogyny!
What?
Hail misogyny!
I can't stand by that comment.
Ben stands by it.
Nope.
He told me privately earlier. He's like,
oh, yeah.
Sexism is the shit, brah. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dog.
Occupations. It exists for married women and single women. It exists for women without children and women with children. I suppose we could argue about what causes it, how much of it is directly attributable to sex discrimination.
We could do that? Don't you mean we should do that, honestly? Don't you mean that we should do that instead of just could?
Versus other factors. But the thing we cannot do is deny it. And the thing we must not do is ignore it.
Okay.
The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna extend an olive branch of peace towards Steve Shives here.
Oh, yeah?
Because Bernie Sanders, the guy that I plan to support for president, has made the wage gap thing a major cornerstone of his platform. It's pretty much the only thing on his platform that I don't agree with, that I've heard so far anyway. But I'm supporting him, so you know what? He's going to fix the wage gap, so let's support Bernie Sanders together, Steve Shives. You and me, I don't agree with him on that issue, but you obviously do, so let's fix it. Let's fucking elect Bernie Sanders president.
Are we moving on?
Or is it more important to elect Hillary Clinton president? I heard we could pay her less than other presidents. Do you know that? Yeah, I've heard that we can just pay her 78% of what we pay a normal president. So that'll save our country a little money if we do elect Hillary.
Before we move on, the view count of this fucking video, or of our stream right now, cannot be right.
Really?
Yeah, because for a moment there, we had more likes than people watching, and right now it says we only have like 694 people watching.
Let me check the links that I put out. Although I don't think that my links...
You must have put out the wrong
create
links, TJ.
that much more of a difference. Geez, only 6% on my phone. That's crazy.
It's pretty crazy, too, because like, people were saying they had trouble finding the stream after we went on the air, so I posted it on Facebook again. Tell everyone you know the show's going on.
This is 146, right?
Likes.
Oh, yep. Yep, my links are correct. So, yeah, we actually have 719 likes, but only 600-something viewers. So, obviously, the viewer count is...
Yeah, it must not be right.
So, let's not even worry about that. That's whatever.
If you're watching the show right now, give it a thumbs up.
Just to let us know you're there.
Yeah, let us know you're here. It's pretty weird.
It's pretty strange to see the view count so low.
We have a very interesting video coming up here. And it's actually from Jenny McDermott concerning our guest on the next episode.
Who is...
Armoured Skeptic.
Armoured Skeptic, of course.
Yeah.
My finger's on the pulse. I know what's going on. So this is a video from Jenny McDermott.
It's...
to Armoured Skeptic or about Armoured Skeptic?
About Armoured Skeptic.
Okay.
And it's a very misleading title because... Oh, by the way, fuck all of you in the chat room that are like, fuck you, Ben, we want Scotty on. Okay, do I decide Scotty doesn't show up?
Yes.
Scotty decides Scotty doesn't show up.
We fired Scotty.
No, we didn't.
He's gone.
No.
We did not fire Scotty. Scotty is off doing whatever Scotty does.
Yep.
Scotty comes on when Scotty wants to come on. That's why it's the Drunken Peasants with Ben and TJ.
Yes. That's how it works, bitches. Anyway, this video from Jenny McDermott is called "That Time Armoured Skeptic Tried to Fuck Me." Okay,
Sweet.
And I want to say that Nowhere in this video does she even claim that he literally tried to fuck her. They were never in the same place at the same time. It's garbage.
All right, well, let's take a look.
All right, here we go.
You need to stop dismissing her claims just because she's a woman.
So this is a video that I've been meaning to make for a while now.
Okay.
And basically, in lieu of recent events where Thunderfoot felt that it's okay to just divulge all this personal information on YouTube.
No, he was coping with the death of his father, which you accused him of lying about. And he made a video, I'm guessing for self-therapy, because he knows he has this large audience of people that care about what's going on with him, and he decided to make a video talking about how he felt, his feelings and emotions.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's his personal life to talk about if he sees fit.
Yes.
But you're actually about to talk about someone else's personal life, which...
And you're about to claim
he
tried... You're about to claim he tried to fuck you, okay? Not true at all. Not true. He did not try to fuck... It's not like he came over your house and, like, started dry humping you or something. You know?
I mean, maybe he did. We don't know.
No. Well, if he did, she didn't even mention that, which I think she would have.
Well, she forgot about that part, you know.
Anyway.
I decided I should do it too. Pretty much this all started...
So you condemn him for doing it, but you're going to do it yourself. That's interesting. Okay.
When this troll person named Shoe on Head started leaving comments
She's
on my
not a troll.
videos, making fun of my appearance. And I just thought it was a run-of-the-mill troll with like a female avatar, which happens a lot. And then I found out that this person actually is a girl, and she has tons of followers on YouTube.
And so I decided I'm going to exploit that situation for myself because, you know, whenever she sees someone has a bunch of followers, she's like, ooh, better attack them.
Yep.
Thunderfoot, he's got a bunch. Ooh, the Drunken Peasants, they have a bunch. Ooh, Shoe on Head, she has a bunch. And so does Armoured Skeptic. So, wow, I can get all kinds of attention doing this shit. I guess we're giving her what she wants. Hopefully she likes it.
And I think she's a gamer or something. So she has all these fans and supporters, and she tries to like debunk a need for feminism, which is fucking stupid. We all know that.
No, we don't all know that.
So she's good friends with Sargon of Akkad, who also...
Oh my god, burn her at the stake! Sargon of Akkad, the most notorious sexist of all time. Basically, the women's equivalent of Hitler to the Jews.
He practically creates female genocide.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Every time he speaks.
He's an evil fuck. We had him on the show once.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. And both times, you know, as soon as the cameras were off and we weren't recording anymore, he just... sexist tirades. He just like, you know what? I think, you know, if women didn't have pussies, I'd shoot them.
That's exactly what he sounds like, too.
Only thing they're good for is fucking and kicking in the butt.
As soon as the show goes off the air, the British accent is gone.
Yep, he talks like this.
Yeah.
That's how he talks in private, guys. Yep. Sargon of Akkad is a woman-hating piece of shit who deserves to burn in misogynist hell for all eternity in a river of
semen?
No, not semen. Period blood. Yeah.
does this, and I think it's just trashy and low and scummy, and these people are just taking advantage of you and fear-mongering you, and basically they're just trying to con you into viewing their videos and making sure they get a lot of AdSense money.
Totally unlike you.
But then I found out that Sargon and Armoured Skeptic had a couple of hangouts with this shoe on head person who's been talking shit. And most recently, Armoured Skeptic was on, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like Skeptor had him on a hangout. It was like all these like MRAs and like MGTOWs. Now, when I first met...
Yeah, isn't it pronounced MGTOW?
That's what they call it.
Pretty sure it's MGTOW.
I'll call it what they call it.
Yeah.
Armoured Skeptic, it was because I was new to the YouTube atheist community and I was starting to make cutesy little atheism videos because I thought Jacqueline Glenn was too bitchy and talked too fast and kind of was just annoying. So
and was too visually pleasant, and I wanted to correct all of those failings. And why is her face so long? Look at it.
She needs a crash course in eyebrow plucking, for one thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like thick eyebrows, though.
No. I'm saying she doesn't pluck them correctly.
Yeah, how so? You think she plucks them?
They're almost like Vulcan looking.
Maybe she's a Vulcan minus the logic.
Isn't that a Romulan?
Maybe, but you wouldn't want to call her that either.
No,
I was like, I can do that, and I can do it in a silly, fun way. But then I lost interest because atheism isn't, or being an atheist is something I don't choose to identify as anymore because related to that are a lot of bullies and
no, because you joined some atheist TV network and then you threatened to false flag us and they fired you from their network.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Just to clarify.
People that are intolerant of the lifestyle choices of others and racist, and there happens to be a lot of anti-feminine.
Child molesters and bank robbers and mass murderers and no.
Every evil thing you can think of.
Yeah, why don't you just bring up Stalin and Pol Pot while you're at it, too?
The funny thing is she is an atheist.
No. She's a secular humanist, TJ.
Okay, but secular humanists are atheists. Whether you use the term or not, you know, if you don't believe in God, if you believe in no gods or God, you're an atheist. I'm sorry, that's just the definition of the fucking word. It's like, you can't be Brett Keane where you accept the divinity of Christ and you believe that through Christ you shall be redeemed, but you're not a Christian. Yes, you're a Christian, and you, Jenny McDermott, are an atheist.
Yes, who are atheists. So, secular humanist it is. Anyways, so this all leads back to a time when I'm brand new to YouTube, and, you know, I'm living with my boyfriend at the time, just...
Poor guy.
Just, like, barely starting to network with people, like, I have no idea who anybody is.
At the time. No. The more batshit she got, the more he's like 1 foot out the door, both feet out the door, driving away now.
Buyer's remorse.
Yep, he's like, never mind.
It's online. And I started like friending people on Facebook that were famous YouTubers, and Armoured Skeptic was one of them.
Uh-huh.
So one night after I'd friended him, I'm sitting there and I get a private message from him. And this is like my first PM from anyone on YouTube. And he's like kind of getting flirtatious. And you know what? I'm just going to read it to you because I still happen to have the messages.
Okay.
And I won't be showing them to you because Armoured Skeptic had his Facebook account closed down because, as everyone knows with Facebook, you need an authentic name and you have to show documentation. There's all this stuff, so like if you have like a made-up name through YouTube, you can't just like keep that as a Facebook account. They want to know like your name is John Smith or whatever. So his account got shut down.
Okay.
But most recently, I went to look back and see like what conversations did we used to have, because he's kind of like MRA light, if not an MRA now, and that's a little disconcerting for me, and it should be for you too, because he is a major public figure in the atheism movement.
So wait, don't you think that the people who are listening to him are already aware of that position, and if they had a problem with it, they would unsubscribe or at least, you know, dismiss what he had to say on that subject if they disagreed? I mean, right? Yeah, I think they would. I think people would make their own judgments about it, and no one needs to be concerned that he believes something that you don't believe. That's really problematic, huh?
So, anywho, here's the messages. He messages me. Oh, so I can't show it because now it has his actual name.
Okay, we got it. You can't show it. Just read it.
On the account, like his full name. And so that would be doxing. So everyone, this isn't doxing. This is me explaining this time where this guy tried to fuck me.
Right.
So
how did he try to fuck you over the internet? I want to know.
But I mean, even if he did, who cares? Why do I give a shit that this guy tried to fuck Jenny McDermott?
Well, I mean, if he was like, meet me at this motel at such and such time, I'd be like, okay, sounds like he was trying to fuck you. But if he was flirting with you over the internet, I mean, maybe he wanted to, but he wasn't trying to. It's just such a misleading, you know, narrative that she has here.
But I mean, even if he was, what's the point? Who gives a shit? Why do I care that he was trying to fuck Jenny McDermott?
Ugh.
I mean, the only thing I can say about that is like, oh man, that guy has bad taste. Armored Skeptic really doesn't know what he's doing. That's, I mean, honestly, the fact that he is MRA light doesn't concern me as much.
I never caught that from him anyway.
Yeah, as much as the fact that he would actually want to fuck you. That, to me, is like the thing that actually should raise an eyebrow, a Vulcan eyebrow.
Well, you know,
of concern.
I had a period sex dream about Barbara Bush, so, you know.
Jesus Christ.
So.
He messages me, oh good,
Bush,
my stalker.
I don't even know what young Barbara Bush looked like.
George Bush's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that Barbara Bush. You need to clarify that, Ben. Because I thought you were talking about that George Washington looking motherfucker.
I would rather have them all thinking it was old Barbara Bush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ben wants to fuck
someone in the chat room said I'm
Barbara
ugly.
Bush.
Oh, thanks, sweetie.
How would you know? He's wearing a mask.
And I say, haha, for serious? You think that? And he says, I wouldn't have accepted your friend request, dummy. And I say, haha, okay, because I kind of am, but in like a friendly, harmless YouTube way. Dang, heart attack.
Yeah, it's like a friendly, harmless YouTube way where months later I reveal our personal conversations to, you know, my audience to get views. Don't worry about me. Why is she even reading this part? Like, shouldn't she just read the part where he tried to fuck her?
No, this is the romantic part.
Is this really
is the
necessary?
courtship.
The courtship phase.
The courtship of Jenny McDermott.
And he says, lol. And I said, you called me dummy, haha. And he says, yes, you are.
I agree.
How's it going? Haha, good, you, blah, blah, blah. I was doing laundry. I say that I'm watching the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah.
She doesn't watch this anymore, probably.
He says, aw, your vid about TJ was hilarious. And I said, yeah, but sucky. My brother liked it, and it's a video only a mother could love.
Uh-huh.
So I say, why don't you show your face?
What is, huh? Who gives a shit about any of this? All right.
Blah, blah, blah. He says he's not hiding. Armored Skeptic is a character. I said that I picture him as a white guy. And he says, no, I'm an Asian woman. And I say, hot. I say, are you friends in real life with the Bible Reloaded? He says, no, but they talk. And I say, show me. So this is only a few minutes into our conversation. I say, show me. Like, what do you look like? And like,
show me
as
your
a person new to the internet, I was not doing this. Like, show me your cock. Like, I don't do that. That wasn't my intentions. Like, I had a boyfriend. We were very serious at the time. Immediately sends me a picture. So for someone who's like trying to maintain anonymity online, and for someone he's also been doxxed before within the Atheism Plus community, I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow, he's been doxxed within the Atheism Plus community?
Yep.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Also, she says that she wanted to be shown a picture of him, but then he showed her one and now she's pissed. Was it a dick pic? I mean, I'm kind of confused.
No, it wasn't.
Because she mentioned dick pics almost as if to make you think maybe it was, but then nothing else she's saying indicates that it was, so I'm kind of confused. But okay.
What do you think about a guy who approaches a girl in a private message? He has no idea who she is. He has way more experience online than I do by far.
How the fuck is he supposed to know that? And also, didn't you say you approached him? You said you added a bunch of famous YouTube atheists to your friend shit. So it sounds to me like you approached him, not him approaching you. And How is he supposed to know what your level of internet experience is? And even if you are inexperienced on the internet, what does that have to do with him sending a picture of himself to you? I mean, like, are you saying he crossed some line by obliging you in your fucking request? I mean, what? You're such a fucking imbecile, Jenny. I don't understand why you continue to make videos as if you have something to say when you're so clearly just, as he said in your conversation, a dummy. You're a dummy, Jenny. You shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be espousing an opinion. Everything you say is just nonsense. And you have a perpetual victim complex to the point where you can fucking add someone on Facebook and then have a conversation with them and then ask them for a picture, and then when they show you the picture, you're going to be like, oh my God, why would he even send that to me? Think about it. Think about what kind of person he must be to do that.
And he's sending me a picture of himself, and it's in like this kind of pose, and it's totally like taken before. It's not like he took it with his phone or whatever. It's like he had this stock like photo where he thinks he looks really handsome from.
Are you what? He had a stock photo of himself looking good that he sent to you? Are you fucking shitting me? What a monster. What a piece of shit from the word go.
Like 10 years ago, and sent it to me. So, you, blah, blah, blah. Then he sends me another picture of him and his horse. Then he said that he's 6'3", so he's giving me his measurements now. And I'm like,
did he give you his dick measurements?
6'3".
Yeah, his dick is 6'3".
6'3".
Neat.
oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. He tells me where he lives. He's saying he's considering moving. He has a friend of his who is dying of cancer and is too sick to live in the cold where he lives. So, I mean, this was during winter, so it was cold anyways. I said, oh, so are you guys going to be roommates? He was going to move south for this person. He says she lives somewhere in the south. I'm not going to give that information. Then he says he's not looking forward to going. And I said, is she your girlfriend that's dying? He says, nope. And then he says, don't ask hard questions. And I said, well, I'll pray for you. So this goes on. He's trying to be like flirtatious with me. I'm talking to him about YouTube. And then I kind of say, wow, you're kind of domineering, because he's being like a little bit too playful, where he's like kind of putting me down in like the pickup artist type of way. Anyway.
No, he's putting you down in the holy shit, this bitch I'm talking to is retarded kind of way. Subtle difference.
Anyway, so just to get back to telling you more about this story, he starts messaging me like once a week. You know, once a week he messages me, how are you, what are you doing, blah, 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 like telling me about stuff. And then he starts telling me that he wants me to be part of his show or part of his channel somehow.
How misguided.
And then he's kind of like mentioning like wanting to move from where he lives. And I say, well, you should move to San Diego. Like I've told many of you hundreds of times, because there's plenty of places to work. It's fucking awesome here. The weather's great. Wonderful
Listen
people.
to what she says next.
So I'm like, you should move to San Diego. And then I was like, not really. At the time I hated it here. So I was like, not really. You know.
Wait a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. So you told him to move to San Diego because it's such a nice place, but at the time you hated it. It sounds. I'm starting to get more of a vibe of you wanted to fuck him, and he did not want to fuck you, and now this video's coming out where you're reversing the situation to try to make yourself look good, but you're so dumb you can't even do that. You don't even know how to lie properly about what happened. It's sad to watch, but it's also kind of amusing, so we'll keep going.
There's traffic, it's loud, it's noisy, it's fucking crazy, blah, blah, blah. And you can't have a horse here. And he's like discouraged. Like he was like, oh man, like he wanted to move here. So it turns out he's saying like he wants to move here, like hang out with me or something.
So are you implying that he wanted to move all the way out there just to do you? I mean, seriously?
Man, if I moved out to San Diego, I could do that chick I talk to once a week. Ooh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's not logical. No one thinks like that. You're a moron, etc.
Wants to produce some show where I'm on it, having like a commentary, like a back and forth with him. And I mean, in the meantime, like he's like said a couple times he thinks I'm pretty, but we're not like talking like we have interests with each other because he knows I have a boyfriend. And I felt guilty enough for even like having this conversation anyways, but I was being a bit opportunistic, to be honest, because to me, I'm like a brand new YouTuber. I had maybe like 200 subscribers at the time, and he had like 15,000, and it was like his 6th month with this new character on YouTube. So I was like, wow, you know, I really want to get in there and like be a part of this action and whatever.
She wanted to get in there and be part of this action.
So he definitely like knew that too. Like, how could he not? And this is the sort of thing that I talk about.
How could he not know that you're an opportunistic bitch that's only talking to him because he has a high subscriber count? Yeah, it's almost like he didn't instantly think the worst of you.
I mean, is this a high subscriber count? I mean, are we like in 2009? I mean, okay.
High for her.
She was high.
She still is. I don't know on what. I don't know what drug compromises your rationality to this extent.
Sometimes with feminism, where there's like a power structure that exists, where one person, a celebrity or, you know, a person of authority, takes advantage of a woman who is under them by trying to seduce them.
All right, but you've already said that he was being respectful. The only thing he did was call you pretty a few times. So where's this moment where he tried to fuck you? Please read that. Instead of reading this pointless fucking conversation about you're a dummy, hee hee, lol, blah blah blah, fucking read the conversation where he's like, you know what, bitch, jump on this dick. Where's that one at? That's the fucking premise of this video. So where's that fucking conversation?
Because part of it is in the back of the head of the woman's head. She's thinking like, this could benefit me. It could benefit my career.
So that's the man's fault that you're opportunistic. Okay.
I still want the part where Armored Skeptic was like, I'm flying to San Diego on May 24th. I've got this hotel room at this hotel. This is my hotel room number. Please come there at such and such time so I can fuck you.
So,
which never happened.
It's not in here anywhere?
No.
Part of me was thinking like, you know, I shouldn't be talking to this guy, and then I mentioned him to my boyfriend saying that I was talking to this guy and he was famous and whatever, and like, I might...
He had 15,000 subscribers and he's famous?
I don't know if that makes...
Are you fucking kidding
famous. Me? I mean, you know, maybe well known in a particular circle.
Link up with him. Anyways, so then he says he wants to move here. He says he wants me to join a show. He wants me to move to where he's from. And I tell him, like, I'm afraid of planes and flying. Like, I don't think I could ever do that. And I have a boyfriend and a dog and all this. So then I start getting these weird messages.
Dogs can't move.
Oh, okay.
That are like, don't ever talk to me again. This is what got me in trouble before. I'm always trying to talk to these women online, and look what happened to me. Please don't respond to me ever again. And I kind of waited like a day or something, and I wrote back like, what is going on? Why did you send me that? That really hurt my feelings. You just like, friend broke up with me. So then he says, no, this is this girl, sort of like an on again, off again fling that I have, and she was drunk and took my phone and sent you this message. I'm really sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, it's okay, you know, like, I have a boyfriend anyways. Okay. Then I start doing research, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Who is this dude? And it's so easy to do research. You just type in a location, and if I already knew his first name at that point, Facebook, like all the algorithms and like being connected with Google and everything through your computer, it will show you that person immediately. So it was like the first name to come up. Dude is married. There's like one of the pictures that he sent me is like on his Facebook. If I look like on his Twitter, it shows me him. So he was a suggested person on Twitter, and that's how I think I might have first like found out what his full name was or something. But eventually he told me. So I mean, and this is only like talking to somebody once a week, really casually, and he just would kind of like make these hints that he was interested or something.
Hints.
And then again, I'm getting messages from this like girlfriend over and over, like, leave us alone, blah blah blah, like, or from him being like, I'm done talking to you, but it was from her and whatever. So then I find out that the friend who had cancer, I looked her up on Facebook. It was easy to find. She comments on every single one of his videos. She comments on all his Facebook posts. She's in a relationship with him. She's in a relationship as her status. She has pictures with him. I don't know if they visited or something. I think he went out and visited her once or something. I don't know. But she's got this brain tumor. And so I was like, in the meantime, I had written him like a flirtatious message to be on YouTube. Like something like, I want to date this this character you've created or something like that. And she liked that comment I made. And then that night, I was like looking at her Facebook posts, and then she wrote something like goodbye or something, and then her Facebook page you couldn't find it, her Twitter you couldn't find it, her Google Plus you couldn't find it, because I was looking at this shit trying to see their interaction, what's going on. She fucking killed herself. She shot herself.
Evidence.
She doesn't need evidence. I've yet to hear the part where he tried to fuck her.
Because he didn't.
He did not try to fuck her. If this is the best evidence she has, then fine. And also, even if he did try to fuck you, which you've presented nothing to suggest that he did, even if he did, who gives a shit? Not me, not Ben, not anyone watching this right now.
The only thing I would say from the whole thing is like, wow, Armored Skeptic had a major lapse in judgment.
Yeah, that's about all you could say about it. It's like, fuck, poor Armored Skeptic.
Anyway, keep going.
So he was like with this girl. He's married. He's gonna like move out to be with this girl. And she fucking kills herself. So I'm like consoling him the next day, like, I'm so sorry, you know, all this. Meantime, I already know he's married, but he still hasn't told me. He just said he had a fling with some girl. And then, so whatever, that was crazy as shit. So he's talking to this girl, she's dead. He's talking to me, and then he's married. And so I'm kind of like chit-chatting with him.
She's accused him of driving some girl to kill herself.
From the story she told, it sounded more like she got the girl to kill herself in the story because she said, I want to date the Armored Skeptic character, and then the girl's like, I kill myself because fuck, I can't compete with Jenny fucking McDermott. Might as well just end it all now.
A little bit trying to like get him through it because we're friends at this point, I think, and whatever else there is, I'm just kind of ignoring it. And then she fucking messages me again, all this shit, like, I've been unfaithful to my wife for years, I've been talking to all these women online all the time, don't respond. That's her thing, like, she writes these messages through his phone and then writes, don't respond.
So he just keeps letting this woman get a hold of his phone and spill the beans on him over and over and over again?
Yes, correct. Sure. I believe it.
And so I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm over this. I have a boyfriend. I fucking don't want to be a part of your guys' drama. He had started...
I'm not a part of your system.
Armoured Media at the time, and that was where he did like movie reviews. His first one, though, was of him. And now he does them in this like chainmail armor or whatever. Or like Renaissance armor. I don't know what the fuck it is. So, but originally he did it with him, and he had like filmed it over the course of like a week because in each scene he's wearing like different jewelry, and in one of them I noticed he's wearing a fucking wedding ring. And at this point he still hadn't told me and was still trying to like get at me all the time. And so finally I call him out. I'm like, I know you're married, dude. I know what's going on. Like, you need to fucking get your shit together because you're talking to me. I'd seen on Twitter he was talking to like a couple other like really beautiful...
Even the dog is like,
yeah,
shut up, bitch.
Enough.
Stop.
Oh man, I see in the chat room people keep telling us to move on. I guess we might have to watch this video again.
No, we have to watch this to the very end because
yeah, otherwise she'll say we didn't get the
she'll say that we missed the part where she said it was all satire. So
beautiful girls regularly. So I'm like, you're talking to all these women. One of them killed herself over it. One of them you're fucking married to, and she's writing me messages.
Oh, it's a bird. It's a bird.
Whatever.
So
it's still telling her to shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop.
His wife is like still writing me like these messages, and so I go to her Facebook page because she probably doesn't think I know who she is, but I can put two and two together, one person's fucking profile, and then it'll say married to, da. And so, and plus there's like pictures of her all over it. And so I go on there and I write her a private message, and I'm like, look, I'm not fucking interested in your husband. I'm not attracted to him. I'm not trying to hook up with him. So stop fucking sending me these messages. Work on your marriage. Get your shit together. That's your own private business. You know, whatever.
Yeah, until you decide to put it on the internet and everything.
So since then, I mean, that was pretty much it. I stopped talking to him. Every once in a while, like, we would like talk on Twitter, or like he would comment on a video or something, and like I included him in a couple of like SJW type things to be like silly. But basically, like, quit talking to him, and then like in the meantime, something happened where, oh, I know, he like got in a big fight with Bewildered Ape, and then we all kind of had an argument over it, and I just kind of said that like his atheist activism is BS. So, and now he's like totally an MRA. So I was like, what a fucking opportune time to tell people about this one time when this person that they all idolize, who's like on the Richard Dawkins website or whatever, is fucking rubbing elbows with people because he's all political and has this fucking face for everybody out here. What a time to let you all know that this guy's kind of a fucking scumbag, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is he not? Like, he fucking
No, he's actually
dates a girl,
not.
she tried to kill herself. He's fucking married, trying to talk to me when I have a boyfriend.
Why is he... So he talked to you, so fucking what? You said yourself that he never fucking hit on you in any explicit way. He said you were pretty a couple times, which frankly was a lie. So, you know, he's probably just trying to make you feel better about the fucking disgusting horse face you got going on. I mean, I guess we can move on, because this is just bullshit.
And when he knows I have a boyfriend,
Hold on, let's speed through the
I
rest,
use his
just for
fucking
her
status
sake.
as like some amazing to like getting girls' pants, like constantly. Like, you
Uh-huh.
look at this dude's Twitter, you can tell there's like random like hot girls all of a sudden messaging him, and it's like,
Right.
oh, are you doing that shit with them too? Like,
Okay.
I don't know. So I have pretty much explained everything to you, and I cannot wait for the shitstorm of comments that are coming. I can't wait. No, and I don't care. I really don't. I don't care what you guys think about it. I just really want you to know. I really just want to expose somebody. I think that everyone thinks it's fucking awesome.
I'm glad that she doesn't care what we think about it, because that means she has no reason to respond to this. And thank God for that. Because the last thing I want to do is listen to more of this bullshit.
All
But I'm
right.
like, no, he's kind of fucking creepy. All right, bye.
Thank God.
Here's a video entitled "The Amazing Atheist Has a Broken Computer, and I Care."
Okay.
Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend, and I just saw a video by the Amazing Atheist that just absolutely blew my mind, and I was not even aware that this man had the capacity and just the ability to stoop to such a low level of pettiness.
I like how they always start off like this, like, "I knew he was an asshole, but this takes the cake."
It does. It takes the cake. But where does it take the cake? That's the real question.
Now, before his fans see this and jump down my throat, I just
Oh, you wish they'd jump down your throat, don't you, bitch boy?
want to say, watch this video to the end and try and keep an open mind about this, because I watch his videos and give him the same respect, so please give that back to me.
Alright, I will. I'll watch it to the very end, unless it's boring, in which case I won't.
That being said, he made a video entitled Goodbye. In this video, he explained that he has a recent dilemma in his life. A dilemma so big that he had to make a video telling all of us about it.
Okay.
What was it, of course? Well, if I'm making a video about it, it must be something bullshit. And guess what? It was bullshit.
Okay.
It was his goddamn computer breaking. I mean, he gave the sob story, he turned it on, and he made sound effects and everything, and said it wouldn't boot up, and all this other shit, and
My computer was broken. The reason I made that announcement video is because without a computer, I can't really upload videos to the internet, which is kind of what I do. So, yeah, and also this is ancient history. But I'm assuming maybe this response video is old, too.
great. Computers break, it happens all the time. Now, I'm not here to put him on a douchebag list or anything, or call him names, because I like this guy's work.
Well, I think you're a cretin as fuck. Just to put that out there.
I think his approach to atheism here on YouTube is so unique, because that is a topic that is just so downtrodden and lame and just beat to death by so many people that just give the same points over and over again and do nothing entertaining with the topic. The Amazing Atheist, though, has parlayed this into making it an entertaining topic.
Fuck yeah.
He's a success here on YouTube. He's a YouTube partner like myself. Someone that gets paid
man,
when
no one gets to be a YouTube partner unless they're fucking top tier level fucking quality content, man. You can't even, the fucking litmus test for being part of YouTube is fucking crazy high.
you guys come and watch his videos, when you subscribe and tell other people to watch his videos, you all help out in helping people like me and the Amazing Atheist make money here.
Okay.
So you guys are in essence giving money to us right now.
Yep.
But that's apparently not good enough for him because he thinks you guys should, if you want to, and yes, people, I understand, he is not forcing anyone to donate. I get that. So don't leave those goddamn comments on my videos saying,
okay, but here's the thing. My computer was fucked up. I had no money to get it fixed. So basically I put it out there like, hey guys, I don't have any money to fix this computer. The computer's fucked. If you want to keep seeing Amazing Atheist videos, I'm going to need some fucking donations. And I got them together and I fucking got the computer fixed. So
he's not holding a gun to anyone's head, you asshole. He just said if you want to donate, you can. Yes, I get it, people. It's the...
Speaking of donating, patreon.com/DP. It's your last day to donate if you want to see next month's private show, next month's commentary, next month's Google Hangout. It's the last fucking possible day you could do it. It's the 31st.
I cannot fucking believe how many people do not participate in the fucking Hangout. Because it's your opportunity to get into the Hangout and talk to us. And usually, like, we tell people we'll do it for at least an hour. We did one this past Saturday. We did it for almost 2 hours.
Yep. And only probably about maybe 8 or 9 of the people who were eligible showed up out of something like 40-something, I believe.
Yeah, another thing that we're going to start doing, just so everyone knows, is we're going to start scheduling ahead. So the next private show should occur on the first Saturday of next month. So coming up really soon here.
Yep. Amen.
principle of what he's asking for these donations to go to that I have a problem with.
Okay.
It's a computer, people. It's a frivolous device that no one needs. You don't have to have a computer.
Okay, I do, because that's how I edit videos that I put on the internet as a person who does that for a living. So, yeah, I kind of did need that. I still do need that. It's not a frivolous device. Your argument is defeated. Next.
All right, next one is a Caden Cowger video.
Oh, joy.
People in the chat room say they want to finger me.
Finger bang Ben.
Yep.
Hashtag finger bang.
Hashtag, and I will spend the whole next segment bent over with my ass in the air. How about that?
Yep, he's going to do it.
All right, here we go. Caden Cowger.
So, how many of you watched the unfair and unbalanced debate that took place on Fox News last Thursday?
Me.
I did.
I watched it.
Very aggravated, very upset over that.
I actually did not
but
watch
not at all surprised. Many of you who live locally in my area know that I write for a newspaper called The Record Delta. I'm their conservative columnist. They're paid.
Someone pays him to write things? Shit. What? This guy, a newspaper is paying for him to write articles for them? That's pretty bizarre.
Conservative columnist. And I wrote an article last week telling my readers, the readers of the paper, what they should expect in this upcoming debate. And one thing that I said is that the establishment is going to do everything that they can to take Donald Trump out. You can expect a lot of Trump bashing to occur.
Okay, that's like the easiest prediction possible to make because, one, there's tons of stuff to attack Trump on, and two, the front runner is always attacked. Of course he is. That's the guy everyone wants to topple so that they can become the front runner. Has nothing to do with the establishment versus anti-establishment Trump. It has everything to do with Trump's the front runner. He's the guy you got to take out if you want to be the fucking front runner. Simple as that.
And sure enough, what happens? Everyone's bashing Trump. Fox News bashing Trump. Megyn Kelly taking out pieces from tabloid magazines that had been written all the way back from 2009 and use these ridiculous stories to orchestrate questions portraying Trump as being one of the leaders of the war on women.
This guy
which
is
they
like,
say
I think he's like 16, 17 years old. He has the fucking haircut of like a middle-aged balding man.
Yes, he does.
I mean, what? What is that? What is that thing right there? What is that?
It's just, I don't know, Ben. I don't know what that is. It's very strange hair. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to think of what it looks like. He looks like a fucking, like a Roman page boy or some shit. Like, bring me my fucking sword, page boy.
This.
Not like the English page boy with the bowl cut looking thing, but a Roman page boy from ancient Rome. I can see it.
And it's really just appalling. It really is completely unprofessional. I mean, when you're talking to a presidential candidate, you should be asking that presidential candidate what they're going to do to fix the economy, to fix the country, not what they said on Twitter.
What?
But that's what Megyn Kelly did. And really...
Wait, so you mean to tell me that the stuff he's actually said is not questionable? If he's made some controversial remarks, no one's allowed to bring those up and say, hey, what's up with this stuff? You got to ask him questions about the substantive issues. The most ironic thing about that is that Donald Trump is the same fucking brainless moron that led the campaign to prove that Obama's birth certificate is a fake. So how can you possibly say that, you know, other people interviewing Trump should stick to substantive issues when he himself will go off on wild conspiracy goose chases, which even he has had to abandon at this point because it's totally frivolous. Obama has produced his birth certificate. You can also look up records in the newspaper at the time that say, you know, today, in births today, Barack Obama, born to, you know, whatever his mom's name was, in Hawaii on this date. Published at the time. So, I mean, this is a demonstrably false claim about Obama that Donald Trump gave credence to because a bunch of morons were giving credence to it, and he wants to be the king of Moron Mountain. And you can be his court jester.
I have to say, the media has been saying, well, you know what, Fox News is not a credible news organization. That pretty much just proved it. I don't like bashing Fox News. I don't get some thrill out of it. But this news organization has turned into a bunch of, really, I have to say, partisan hacks for the liberal left and the establishment Republicans.
Fox News are partisan hacks for the liberal left. You heard it here, folks.
The Clintons have them on lockdown.
Yeah, you know, they're afraid to even criticize a Democrat.
By the way, I see Paul in the chat room, and I verified that it was really him.
Paul is a piece of shit. Who gives
No,
a fuck?
Paul is pretty fucking awesome.
Paul, come on the show. We need a Scotty.
Do you want to have him on?
Be the Scotty, Paul. Come on.
I'll see if I can bring him on.
Get on here, Paul. You
Paul,
pussy.
if you want to come on the show, just indicate to us in the chat.
Nah, just come on, Paul.
Well, I gotta make sure he's ready.
Quit being a queer, Paul.
Stop being a fucking queer.
Come make fun of this kid's haircut. Come tell us what he looks like.
It's pretty fucking atrocious. I mean, like...
I almost want to call it like the half
I've
Vegeta,
never seen a teenage boy with fucking hair like this.
If that one part in the middle that comes down came to a point, it would almost
Eddie
be
Munster?
No, it would almost be like the Vegeta hair at that point.
I remember I watched some video of him talking about how homosexuality defies nature, and I was like, your fucking haircut defies nature.
Well, all haircuts defy nature, you know. Hair just wants to grow. Doesn't want to be cut.
God, the fucking chat's moving so fast, I don't even know if I saw Paul's message. You want me to just call him?
Yeah, just call his ass.
All right, well,
get Paul
play
on.
the video, and I'll work out the details on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
They really have. I mean, Guys, they've donated over $10,000 to the National Lesbian and Gay Journalists Association, which is an organization.
No!
Shit, man. Shit. Holy shit.
That fights to get pro-homosexual agitprop in the media. Fox Business and Fox News both have donated money to that. It's just so absolutely pathetic. And now they are going after Donald Trump, trying to take him down, asking him questions that so obviously
to that screen.
They're so obviously
there you go.
Designed.
Doesn't it that organization you talk of, you say it's to get gay propaganda in the media, isn't it just to get gay and lesbian journalists help them get a foot in the door? Do you necessarily think that everyone who's gay or lesbian is going to automatically just print nothing but pro-gay propaganda 24/7? They're not interested in anything else. Like, if you're gay, the only thing you think about or write about is just, I love cock because I'm a fucking faggot, so everyone just needs to accept it and love me.
Whoa. Am I in the right room?
Yes, you are, big boy.
Oh.
Show me what you're working with.
Hey, I was not expecting, the full dominatrix as soon as I walked in, but
well,
I'll go with it.
You got it, Tubby. What's going on, Paul?
Dude, I have to be completely honest. I'm a little bit high. I'm a little bit high.
Little bit,
guys. So what does this fucking kid look like to you?
Caesar, dude.
Oh, hail Caesar!
Just get him the two little olive twigs over each ear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
the
knew
little olive twig crown.
Yeah, I could see it. Replace
Caesar,
the head. He needs a toga. He needs to come to my chambers to give me an oil bath. Anoint my body with oil, slave boy.
He lives in West Virginia, so it's like,
So he's been cornholed a few
exactly.
times. Yeah.
That just comes with the territory in West Virginia.
That's not all that comes with the territory.
A cornhole.
And to make him look bad. I mean, the first question that they ask him in this debate, that they really didn't ask him, they asked the entire crowd, how many of you plan on have thought about running third party if you don't win this or whatever? And Donald Trump was the only one to raise his hand. And, of course, some members of the Fox News crowd booed. That really ticked me off right there, because they knew Donald Trump was the only one who had announced that. They were expecting him to be the only one to raise his hand, and sure enough, what happens? That's the way that it goes.
Okay, but don't you think it's kind of important to note that this guy who is running for the Republican nomination, if he doesn't get it, is basically going to act as a spoiler that almost guarantees that the Republicans will not win the next election? Don't you think that they have kind of a right to be pissed about that?
I don't know, dude. I look at this from the complete other direction. Like, Trump, say what you want about Trump. And but I think that he is kind of a political genius.
Sure, he is.
If nothing else, if he's a completely worthless human being otherwise, he is at very least a political genius, because he's figured out, like, that people are fed up with the Republican Party.
It's kind of similar to what happened with Arnold in California in a way, because they got rid of that shitty governor. They voted him out, and then Arnold came in like, "Oh, I'll be your governor," and everyone like rallied behind him. Were you an Arnold guy, Paul, or did you not like him?
Oh no, I hate it.
Scotty voted for Arnold.
We have a fucking life-size bronze Arnold Schwarzenegger statue in our downtown here in Columbus. No fucking lie.
It's beautiful.
Because Arnold has his like festival here every fall.
Arnold Fest.
Or well, I think it's like in the late winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. And he comes here every year. And he does the same thing where like he'll give people like the medals for their bodybuilding competition, then he'll be like, "Don't worry, I'll be back later."
Ooh. He said the line. He said the line. He said, "I'll be back." That's awesome. It's such a common phrase, yet for him it's like, wow, it's this big thing. I wonder if he ever just says it in normal conversation and people think he's doing the thing, you know?
I do like
yeah, he's like leaving the house and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm going to go to the store. I'll be back." You know, and then he just goes, "Oh, dun 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 dun." Wah.
Exactly what I was envisioning, Paul.
That reminds me of You Can't Do That on Television. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, fucking Arnold. I don't know.
Even though we just got Paul on, I think it might be about time for our break.
Yeah, we do have to take a break. Paul, do you just want us to give you a call when we come back?
If you guys want to, I'll be here.
No, we love having you on.
Want to.
Yes,
we totally want to. So stand by.
Yeah, we'll call you as soon as we come back from our break. Everyone, stay tuned. When we come back, we will have Paul back on the show, and we also have an opportunity for our fans to win a ton of money.
Win some money, everybody. We'll be back with that golden ticket.
Yes,
momentarily.
Downtown, hobo on the ground, says he got a probe. Yo, I got my chode, but no, that's sick. If I want a dick, I can get a dick. And I like the metal stick with a little drip drip. Without the knob on the top and all the stickiness. And I know the satisfaction definition of a man. Don't get me wrong, wires the eyes, and baby doesn't turn me on. Like when a man tries to beat me, take off my hobo clothes, and then he tries to feed me, cracking them out, putting them out, sexual sound, make scream out. Then I'll be the hobo unit friends talk about standing in the street, getting bent over a vent, looking forward to the broken experience. Get the move, dude, use it for the back in action. Stick it in and watch the hobo's ass contraction. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 probing, 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 hobo, anal, probing. Chillin' at home, watching the tube, sorting a boner for the killing of the hobos in the vicinity of the phone. Feeling good, looking out the window. Looking down the alley for a dirty old hobo. Yeah, I like the anal probe and shoving like the dirty dozen. Says the ladies in the dress, babies, mama said it's cause make me feel like a hobo. Tie me down for anal probe and tossing over with foot running out my ass. Think it's funny. Take a look, you fucking bust you in the nuts like you're my lover. Fucking dirty hobo dick, it's also like the sucker drip. Think twice about your trip, the hobo probe with confidence. Building up the mean or something lonely, quite just fucking hobo, 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 anal, 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 anal. Robin, 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 hobo, anal, probing. Fuck that, I ain't no tool, bitch. I'm a hobo with two motherfucking fists. And feel that rim shot, big cock in your mouth, fuck, thinking master the anal probe. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 anal. Robin, 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 Robin. Hobo, anal, probing.
Tell me how to eat it right, how to save the flavor. All night with my peaches and cream on my body, I dream of you, girl. Tell me how to treat it right, how to lick your pussy all night, and I am policing dreams with my face in your cream, with details to come. And I believe with your pussy, and I will eat your pussy clean. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. Tell me how to stick it right, how to poke you in the pokey and feel tight with my dick clean from your mouth. my dick. Tell me that you'll make quick quick. Tell me that you'll rock my cotton like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. You know I'll wait for you to break your dawn. You know I'll wait by your window till the moon is undone. You know I'll wait by your back door down the street and kick 'em outside and see me while kids are making playing in the sun. Well, I got my rights, I pay my bills, I got my know-how. When I never like to get my hands dirty, I got it all figured out. When I never play out the game with a chick, not doing to change that bring me neither rich fucking no fame. Because I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Thinking I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Going to parties all night. The gates of barroom fight. Saying I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Thinking I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Motherfucker am I. Motherfucker in my eyes. I don't care. Steal your beer. Don't ask why. I'm just a motherfucker. Motherfucker am I. Motherfucker in my eyes. I don't care. Wanna be a mother? I just wanna be a motherfucker. I just wanna be a motherfucker. I just wanna be a motherfucker. I just wanna be a motherfucker, 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 motherfucker. I just wanna be a motherfucker.
You know, football season is coming up, and I know a lot of you are excited. My Saints aren't looking too good in the preseason, but maybe they'll turn it around. With football season comes fantasy football, and there's no better place for fantasy football than FanDuel.
Yeah, TJ, I totally pity you for being a Saints fan. We all know the Saints are garbage. But yeah, FanDuel has more winners and payouts than any other fantasy football site. They will actually be paying out $75 million a week this football season.
And the Saints are going to dominate. And the cool thing is that you get new picks every week. You aren't stuck with a lackluster team halfway through the season just because your first week picks didn't pan out. You get a new pick every week.
Yeah, and here's something great. 100 lucky Drunken Peasants fans will get to play against us and each other in the FanDuel Listener League created for this show at www.fanduel.com/DP. Only 100 slots are available for our Listener League, so join now.
Go to fanduel.com and click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner and use my code DP and sign up now.
Special offer for new listeners. For every $1 you deposit with FanDuel, we'll match it up to $200. That gets you earned as you play. That's a bonus of up to $200. Offer is only good for the first 50 people that use the code DP today. Don't forget to use the code DP.
FanDuel.com, where every day is a new season. That's FanDuel.com. Sign up today.
Yeah. Now we're going to get Paul back on the line here.
Oh, yeah, Paul coming on.
Paul is back.
Paul is crap. That's what he is.
Well, hello there.
You're a giant pile of shit, Paul.
Oh, God, dude. I can't disagree right now because...
What'd you do, Paul?
Just in an existential way, you're correct.
Oh.
I am just a pile of shit. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, Paul. I didn't mean to make you see yourself so accurately.
No, man, it's all right. Guys, I gotta go.
No, Paul, stay with us.
Okay, I'll stay.
Come play with us, Paul. Come play with us.
Play with us.
Play with us.
Blanket.
Oh, Jesus.
Blanket, don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant, Blanket. Play with me, Blanket. I could tell he's high because he's just laughing.
I just want to point out, though, too, that there's an actual child named Blanket. Of course, he gets the benefit of being rich, so, you know. So what's next on the gender bender?
Gender bender.
Yep.
I'm gender bender.
Yep.
Let's take a look. God, there's so much shit we're not even going to be able to get to in this show.
Oh, well.
We just went on forever about the Kent Hovind thing, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
and Jenny McDermott, too.
TJ totally freaked out on Kent Hovind's dude when we were talking to him
It's
earlier.
lackey.
Guys, I have to ask a question, and I'm
Ask
sorry.
it.
Let me preface this by saying I'm sorry that I have to ask this question because I know it's going back to something that everybody probably doesn't even remember.
Okay.
But TJ.
Yes.
That chick that was ranting and raving about what the fuck ever she was ranting and raving about. Did you straight up say she had a horse face?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god!
I did. Why? Why do you ask? She does.
You're right, dude. But like, oh man, that was the harshest fucking thing I heard all day.
Wow. I didn't mean it to be that harsh. Oh well.
I mean, it was, sometimes the truth is harsh, but...
I went to a Taco Bell yesterday.
Oh, no, you?
Me.
You?
Do you believe it?
You went to Taco Bell?
I sure did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Anyway, I pulled up and they're like, sir, could you please wait a moment? And I was like, no.
No.
I said no. And then my girlfriend later said, you were a jerk to say no to that person.
You are.
But I was like, I got really offended. I got really offended by being called a jerk. I was like...
You are a jerk.
That's true. But not for that, because that was just my sense of humor.
Wait a minute. Did somebody say Taco Bell?
Yes. Yes, Paul.
Sick.
We're all
sick. Oh man,
the three of us. That's how you'll feel afterwards. The three of us are going to Taco Bell.
No,
after
TJ. That's California talk for cool.
Yeah. Not like gross.
That's like sick, man. You're like mobbing like crazy, man.
Well, I'm not that bad, but yeah, that is the intent that I meant.
Sweet. That's what I say. I say sweet. Because that's actually a good thing.
Sweet.
Whereas being sick is not a good
I know.
Although you could eat too many sweets and get sick, so maybe that's what they mean.
No, that's not what they mean.
It is.
That's putting too much thought into it.
You're right. What's next?
Next one is fuck. I could click on any of them.
Click on random one.
A random one?
Don't even look. Close your eyes and click.
Hey.
Here we go.
The treatment of Africans in America. Oh,
right.
Here she goes. Europeans. It's a very impressive. It is. I can't deny it. It's an impressive conquer. You've conquered a couple of people, and you've got them praising these gods that you've made up. And
hold on.
They praise.
I just want to point out that the definition of couple is two. So apparently Europe has only subjugated two people in all of history and gave them false gods. So that's not too bad.
Praise them more so than you, and harder than you, and more often, and have a lot less than you, and a lot more to be thankful for. according to their sources.
You know, I
And
know
pretty
white
much-
people considerably darker than this girl is.
Sure.
Just putting that out there. Make of it what you will.
Right here. You have control of everything.
Also,
Yes.
she's got a horse face.
Oh, God.
You know? Just saying. Horse face. No, she's fine. She looks all right.
No!
Fantastic. For hundreds of years, you have said that we are less than. You have proven scientifically, factually, that we are inferior mentally. We are dumber.
Yeah, that's. All white people go around
that's
thinking
fact.
that. That's true.
I mean, even if it was illegal for us to read.
What?
Anyways, it's fascinating. It's beautiful. It's wow. It's going to be an awesome read. But that's pretty much the financial and the space, the land. We get it. You got it. For some reason, because of technology and iPads, we think that.
Is it? Hold on.
That's.
Hold on. Am I the only one that's failing to follow this at all?
Yeah, dude. As soon as
This just seems like a random series of non sequiturs going on here.
As soon as she started talking about iPads, I really lost faith in my ability to keep following this video. It like introduced a whole layer that I just wasn't ready for. And what I thought was following her train of thought. I can't. I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about anymore.
She's talking about you, Paul. She sees inside you. She sees inside your soul. She knows what you're thinking.
You know, the economics and the colonization and then the iPad and the iPhone. And then hold on, but think about this. A brick wall next to a fire hydrant in the South Side. Uh-huh. It's like, I don't know, what, huh? Can you connect these thoughts with, like, sentences and segues and shit so that I could possibly ascertain what the fuck you're talking about? That'd be nice. I could go for some of that right now. Coherence. It's what's in this year, you know?
Oh, my God.
Not what this is anymore, but that's what this is.
Okay.
We've been a conquered people for a very long time. And we've known it, and I don't know how we forgot. I have no fucking idea. Maybe it was Jay-Z or Kanye. Maybe that. Oh, yeah. When Kanye had that baby, that's when racism ended, and everybody said, hell yeah, we love other races.
What is going on?
Wait a minute. What does Kanye's baby have to do with the iPad, though? Like, what specifically does he have to do with the iPad?
You could look at his baby on the iPad, I
He
guess?
fucked Kim Kardashian, and she gave birth to the iPad. Is what happened.
Oh.
Yes.
That's why it's called iPad West.
So, thanks, Kanye. What I'm trying to figure out, I can understand why black men and women hate each other. Black women hate their features, the wide nose, the big lips, the wild and crazy kinky hair, or the nappy hair. Sorry, my bad. Don't want to make it sound interesting.
Okay.
I actually like the hair.
Race traitor.
Oh, okay.
Why you hate the white race, man?
I don't.
Ben was actually playing a song earlier that said "Kill the white man."
Yeah.
Yeah.
By
Really?
NoFX.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a NoFX song. It's like a tongue-in-cheek kind of song.
Totally serious.
Yeah. Sure.
Kill the white people.
It had the nigger soap and the Uncle Toms and the Coons and
Whoa.
the Pickaninnies, but white people have always been on this pedestal, whether or not. I mean, y'all earned it, Europeans. Y'all have fucking earned that.
Thank
shit,
you.
But, you know how I
Wow.
know that psychologically, no matter how little we have,
What?
Iggy,
Iggy.
the woman that I just can't stand because of she's black. I mean, she's blackface. She's walking, you know,
Oh
without
my
the
God,
blackface,
what is she
without
smoking?
the freaking makeup. It's like she just walks up. It's like she's.
Hold on. I've never seen a more incoherent video.
She's all over the place.
I mean, like, it sounds like every time I think it's about to start making sense, it just goes off
It's
in
like
another
Popsicles. They're frozen. They're frozen popsicles. It's like monster trucks and monster trucks. They drive. You know, skydiving's fun, and you dive out of a plane, hot air balloon, you drive. It's like, what?
Another thing I want to be talking about, Raisinets. What's up with those, you know? They're black, just like I'm black, but I'm not as black as a Raisinette.
It's like, no, but seriously, the colonization, the Snickers bars.
We've been colonized by the Snickers. As the white people snicker at the nigger, you know? That's what's going on. It's just gibberish. It's fucking gibberish. It's unmitigated gibberish from fucking the word go. It's just like,
you know what the fucking scary part is that there are people out there. There are people out there watching her going, yeah, I get it.
I feel like she wrote a speech and then she excised a bunch of words and then had someone else play Mad Libs with it, and that's what we're watching.
On the set, but she's unaware that her blackface paint is not there.
Okay.
So, you know.
Right.
White people want to be black without the blackface, like Iggy.
Okay.
And that's what they base everything on, from the music to the style of the clothes and the speaking, the talk, what's cool, what's not. And a lot of people like to see what is in front of you and forget that it's just like a human. Society is human. It's like we're fucking...
Yeah, if it wasn't, you know, if it wasn't for black people, we'd still be walking around wearing powdered wigs and shit, you know? We just jack their style, man. It's fucking shameful.
Oh, we'd all still be wearing lederhosen and fucking...
Lederhosen is pretty cool. Wooden clogs, too.
Stop chasing me around. I'm full of chocolate.
The robots in disguise.
Okay,
all together.
I'm done. Troll. I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
I can't do it. Yeah,
I can't. What else can you say? I mean, it's random gibberish strewn together in the most haphazard and impossible to follow way possible.
All right, we'll move on. Next one here is God obligated to love you?
Yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane.
Oh my God, it's Brett Keane as a cat!
Make sure you check out God
the real
TV Radio
creationist
International, as well as our gaming channel.
Oh my God, I
Games
forgot I gotta share
where
this with
we
Paul.
play the latest games and we talk about the latest tech and keep you up to date on mods and patches and all kinds of good stuff with gameplay
This is like naming things that are remotely about the internet.
Well, today we're going to talk about something.
He's like, oh yeah, so we
that
got
I find
mods and we got mods.
A lot of people ask if there's a God, then why do...
We got situations with different individuals.
We got mods and patches and that type of situation.
I know.
We keep up on the latest tech, ladies and gentlemen.
We got talking cat situations.
My girlfriend had a nightmare about Brett Keane yesterday.
Was he doing her in the nightmare?
No, he wasn't. He came. He drove up to her and offered to take her to softball practice, and then he took her to like some weird like warehouse on the outskirts of town, and then she overheard him talking to someone like, yeah, I'm about to take my girlfriend to softball practice, and she's like, oh shit, I don't want to be this guy's girlfriend, and I guess she tried to escape or something.
So she tells you, TJ.
Yeah, in real life she probably
it was actually
like,
a heavily erotic dream with Brett Keane.
She basically dreamed the plot of the first Twilight movie, but with Brett Keane instead of Edward Cullen.
Oh my God.
Can
you imagine Brett running through the woods in his trench coat and wife beater, dude?
Can you imagine him sparkling in the sun and shit?
The fucking gold chain swinging behind his back is nestled into his chest hair.
Running up trees and shit.
Why does he do that? Or
his black on black Oakleys just absolutely just, you know, his Neo glasses.
The
Just
world
fucking-
doesn't understand our love, baby.
Why doesn't he do that? Damned if he do, damned if he doesn't. He either does too much or he does too little, according to the non-believers. Can't win for losing. The question that I have that I never hear anybody ask is, why should God do anything at all? Is
All right.
God obligated?
Here's why he would be obligated. If he created us and created the conditions of the world, then yeah, I would say he's like accountable to us, just like you're accountable to your children. You know, I'm sure that you actually don't provide that great of a household for them, but you should, and so should God if such a being did in fact exist, but he doesn't, so it doesn't really matter.
In our society, we state
Hold on. TJ. Oh my God. Brett Keane does not provide a very good household for his children. TJ 2015.
Born into this world, we
Hey,
have no
you know what I just
obligations
realized?
to
I
it.
attacked his family.
You did.
I shouldn't do that.
You attacked his fucking family, you piece of shit.
I apologize to Brett Keane's little water-headed idiots and his giant bulbous Indiana Jones boulder of a wife. And I also apologize to that living tumor that is Brett Keane as well. I'm so sorry for what I said. I was out of line, and can you ever forgive me, basically?
Brett Keane has turned into a cat now, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you know, I don't understand why he's a cat. Is there a reason for him to be a cat here? I don't...
And I gotta be honest with you, why this specific cat? Why would somebody see this cat and go, yeah, you know what, I want to sound like that?
I don't... When I look at that cat... I just don't understand why he thought that would be the right cat to have his voice coming out of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like if you want a Brett Keane cat, you should get one that you find in, like, a dumpster somewhere, you know? A cat that nobody wants.
If we create a child and we don't want it, we can simply give it off to family services, in which that child will be put in either a residential home, a
And what
foster
the
home.
fuck, like, okay, why the fuck, why the fucking, you know, gateway to Narnia in the background? Like, why the fucking high fantasy doorway in the primordial forest? Like,
That
what are we
leads-
supposed to what are we supposed to infer from this?
I don't know. It's, you know, through God, anything is possible? I don't know.
Is that the
There's-
forest that Brett Keane crawled out of one day in 1997 and like the first tree he carved to make his home that would later house his first internet connection? Like, is that what we're looking at here?
No, only the cat version of Brett Keane lives in this treehouse.
Or adopted off to some kind of family, or perhaps all three. Who knows? And we state that that's perfectly fine if a parent doesn't want to be responsible for their child.
No, we don't.
We say that a person
Hold on.
can be...
Who the fuck says that? Exactly. No one. Right. Exactly. No one has an answer.
Right, yeah.
No one fucking says that. I've not heard one person in my entire life say, you know what, people aren't responsible for the kids they bring into this world. I say, you know, you bring a kid in this world, leave them their own fucking devices, and if they can't figure shit out, fuck them. Survival of the fittest, bitch.
good and caring and all that, and still get away with killing over 400 million fetuses, which is a human baby.
Meanwhile,
every
as
single
Brett's
day.
recording this, his child is shoving a fork into an electrical outlet just behind him. I care about my kids.
Some individuals out there don't care about their kids.
He smells his kids frying flesh. He's like, oh, dinner.
Smells like bacon.
Smells good in here tonight. Oh.
Of every single week, of every single month, of every single year. It's okay to murder. It's justified in our society. We have stated that it is moral and ethical to completely commit genocide just simply because we don't believe a life is developed enough to be able to have a choice or even an opportunity for potential. why is it that...
Does he know what genocide is?
No. Well, I mean, you clearly can see just by what he just said that he doesn't, so... I mean, it's self-evident he does not know what genocide means or is.
This is this is like what Brett Keane does, though. This is like he sits down for like, I don't know, 3 minutes before he starts recording, and he thinks. He says, I got to talk about a situation.
So with individuals.
I got to talk about a situation with some individuals here in the situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about life and death and like abortion being genocide.
And then
hey, you guys notice the lizard in the background? I just noticed it.
I wrote a poem. I wrote it myself. It's called Riders on the Storm. Started out.
Riders on the situation.
Riders on the situation. Individuals don't change the station.
I checked out my wife, Dawn.
Riders on the storm.
She looks at me with scorn.
That's awesome.
When we hold these standards for ourselves, we think it's...
Here. The thing about his kids being water-headed idiots is actually something he said about his own children.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that's not something I just said or pulled out of my ass. He said that about his own kids when he was trying to write a fake hate email from fake Sagan to himself. So those are his words.
I try to get some ass and she tells me that I'm crass. Time to watch more porn.
There's a Brett Keane on the internet.
You even have to create this universe and this life and every resource known to man.
That cat sounds like it has respiratory problems.
Yeah, somebody needs to take that cat to the vet to get put down.
Some health problems.
We need to genocide those cats.
That we use and take for granted every single day. You know, I've had non-believers out there ask me, what was the true sacrifice? If Jesus is God, or is simply the Son of God, then what is he actually doing whenever he dies on the cross? Because a God cannot die according to them.
Well, he died and came back.
Of course, they claim not to even believe in God or even accept that he has power in the first place. But they just can't understand why would a God do that for. And it's interesting because even though parents are not obligated to take care of their children or be there for their children or be benevolent for their children.
Hold on, they are. There's like shit tons of laws that say that you cannot neglect your child or abuse them or any of that shit. So you're wrong. As usual. That's all I got.
You want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, it's very hard to watch Brett Keane for too long.
Yeah, it really is. It's hard to make it more than a minute or two.
Yeah, because, you know, what it really is he's committing genocide against the brain cells of anyone who watches his content. And that's the genocide we really need to put a stop to.
Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth.
I say we'll just finish off tonight with, let's see.
Crazy Craigslist ads! Sweet!
That's it, baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so here's the first one.
Oh, man, it's long. Nothing to do with a relationship. Spy who likes coffee needed. This was also posted in Gigs. This has nothing to do with relationships whatsoever. The Secret has nothing to do with anything gay. This is more like a gig, and it will turn out into any sort of friendship or anything like that. Oh, it will not turn into any sort of friendship. How do you know? How do you know before you've met someone whether they're going to be your friend or not?
Just saying is all. Okay, this gig is a bit different. The exact details I cannot go into at the moment, but here's how it works overall. Every day we meet at a cafe and I will buy you a coffee. This has nothing to do with hanging out and chit-chatting over said coffee. This isn't some oddball attempt at hooking up. You get free coffee every day for about 2 weeks. In exchange, you just need to keep a secret of sorts. We need to make contact every day during this 2-week event. Our actual interaction need only take up about 3 minutes tops. Nothing weird will transpire. I'm sorry, this is already weird.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck.
What do you mean nothing weird will transpire? It's already transpiring as I'm reading. I need to find someone who has a heightened sense of morality and a sense of adventure to do something a little oddball, like keeping a secret in exchange for daily coffee, for example. More details will be shared once the right candidate is found. This time we meet for coffee. The time we meet for coffee payment is negotiable, but once set, it must be consistent and you must be available every day for at least 2 weeks. It is not even necessary that I buy you coffee. It's just I feel I should compensate you somehow. Perhaps you would prefer ice cream or a pop. It's all negotiable. If getting a free beverage for essentially just showing up to get it, all the meanwhile holding a secret about a stranger you couldn't really care about either way, sounds like a crazy, zany adventure that you are prone to, by all means, contact me ASAP. Have a nice day.
What?
Choose life.
Wouldn't it be better just not to tell anyone your secret?
No, you got to tell it to one person that you meet for coffee every day for 3 minutes. For 2 weeks.
Choose life. Is that like a pro-life ad just out of the blue at the end?
Yeah, at the end it's like, that? Choose life, everybody.
Nothing gay.
It's nothing gay, though.
I am looking for a Norman Leroy Smothers. I'm looking for Norman L. Smothers. I am a person from the past who would like to know how things are. We go back to 1960. Well, that's not even that interesting.
No, it's not.
All right, Norman. Bye-bye virginity.
Take my virginity. I am posting this because I am a virgin and I don't want to be one anymore. I know this is strange, but I just want someone enjoy helping me to lose it. I have many female friends, but I have never asked them because I'm afraid they would refuse it and then we would no longer be friends. I am not picky. I just want to have sex. I think as a virgin I can do many times, and I have saved a lot of cum. I have saved a lot. Where are you saving this
jars?
Cum? Does he just mean, like, have you just been going, like, did you not jerk off? Your balls are just bloated with cum?
Yep.
Or is there like a box under your? Is there like a box of jars under your bed with all kinds of like samples and shit?
His nutsack looks like one of those translucent deep water fish. just like pregnant with cum.
I believe my first. Hold on. He believes that his first ejaculation will be an explosion. Boom! It's gonna be a new cocky.
All right, let's see. All right, I'll do this one.
I just saw the word masculine, and I can't.
Looking for sweaty balls, ass, and feet service. Looking for a masculine guy into getting his sweaty feet serviced. Study your feet and move up. I like to suck you off, swallow, like to rim too. Got soft work, all worked all day are hot, in shape, HIV negative 40s guy. Open to moist. Open to
most, not moist.
Well, I mean,
although,
maybe.
Yeah, either way, I guess.
We know where Ben's mind is at.
I am open to moist. Come on. Are you telling me you're open to dry, Paul? Are you open to dry, Paul?
Paul's like, ooh, baby, you're so dry. Pussy like the fucking Sahara Desert.
God, it's like Super Mario Brothers 2 World 2 up in this bitch. I'm straight up digging for sand in the pyramids, man.
Oh yeah, the sun itself is trying to kill my ass right now. Shit.
Hit me up and find out. Reply with a face pic if into it. Looking for tonight. Please be serious. Can host in Hillcrest area. What's the no
receipt, dude.
No receipt?
Yeah, it's no receipt. That's the one condition.
Hey, this is out of San Diego. It must be Jenny McDermott.
Hey, it is Jenny McDermott.
He's saying no reciprocation.
Oh, okay.
Like he's saying, look, motherfucker.
Paul knows the lingo. Paul wrote this ad.
I just fucking connected with this dude on that level. He's like, look, I want just a regular fucking dude.
Bullshit, Paul. You have experience writing these ads.
Just let me finish.
Okay.
I want a regular looking dude to come in here.
In where?
In your butt?
My garage / basement.
Okay.
I would like to service his sweaty feet, basically. I would like to blow him. I will swallow a load.
Okay.
I like to rim.
Okay, yeah.
But you can't do the same shit to me.
Oh, all right. Gotcha. None of that reciprocation.
And he likes
shit.
guys that have just got off work and worked all day.
Exactly.
Man, I don't know. You know, if I just worked all day, I'm going to be too tired to come get my feet licked by some weirdo.
I'm tired.
You know, I want to do that fresh, you know?
All right, here's the next one. Who wants to take this one?
Let Paul do it.
All right.
Oh, God.
No?
Looking to suck straight cocks. Or military. College dude here. Chula Vista. Giving nice blowjob! Looking for Latino guys only. 18 to 29 years old. I suck your cock till you come and you go. Text only. 6970 for a quick response. I'm not asking for your pics, so don't ask for mine. Also, got a girlfriend, so discreet. Just send your stats. It must be clean, straight A++. Be sure you're cute.
So, hold on. Are they saying if you're straight, that's a plus?
Yes.
So if you're straight, why are you looking to have your cock sucked by a man?
Bi-curious, I guess.
Okay. Which means not straight.
Hetero-flexible, Ben.
Oh, I see.
Hetero-flexible. There are terms for these things.
Hetero-flexible.
Exactly. Maybe you just want your dick sucked. You know no woman is just going to suck it on the fly.
Here's a good one.
You want to do it?
Can I hump your vans tonight?
That sounds like a song. Can I hump your vans tonight?
Decent looking, 27 male, Hillsboro, Beaverton area. Straight and straight acting, but very curious. I seem to have a thing for skater sneakers, especially these black canvas Vans I see everyone wearing lately. And my fantasy has been to meet up with a guy who wears sneakers like these.
See, here's a straight guy right here who's into that shit.
Take one off his foot and jerk off inside it while it's still warm inside. Don't worry, I'll wipe them out myself unless you want me to leave the comment.
That's optional.
What?
He will clean the shoe up afterwards.
How nice of him.
It is nice.
The other guy is, of course, free to watch, which should make it fun for both of us.
I'm sorry, but I would not get off on some dude jerking off into my shoe. I would just be like, please don't jerk off into my shoe.
I like the next part because he's talking about shoes, but here's like the catch to it. If you want to suck me off too, that could be arranged.
That's not the primary goal. Just the shoe thing is really.
I have a girlfriend and plan to keep it this way, so this all must be 100% on the down low. Interested? Let me know because I'd like to do this tonight.
He's quick.
TJ was so right about something earlier.
What was that?
That this needs to be like an 80s rock ballad.
Yeah, I know.
Let me know if you'd like to do this tonight.
Try to sing the whole thing, Paul.
Okay. Go back.
Let's
go back.
Oh, I already closed.
He already closed it. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, we got.
Son of
Fuck.
All right, try to sing this one then.
Oh, I'm not singing this one. This one doesn't
This one's out of Ohio. You say Lorain, Ohio.
All right, well, I guess I'll do it. Seeking a dominant man with experience. I don't know if I could do this. I'm 49, been submissive brat for several months. Recently lost my dom to a death. I'm seeking a new dom who can fill my old dom shoes.
Shoes again.
Yeah, it's all shoes. I'm not going to sing the rest. My picture will only be released with one pic only.
What?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I'm in need. I think it was written by that girl who made that video earlier.
I'm in need of tender, consensual love, care with training. Yeah.
If interested, text me only 21651381110. Name Kathy. And she's 300 pounds.
300 pounds. White with brown hair and glasses, have anxiety. Sometimes I need during sex.
What?
Starting sweet. However, only experienced doms need apply. I'm located on the south side of Lorain, Ohio. I have no car, so you have to come to me. I'm into role play. Such intercourse, sitting, going to the movies and dinner, and just being controlled by the man.
I'm sure she's into going to dinner.
I'll be argumentative, stubborn, and I'm seeking me a dumb
man. Sing the part again about needing an oxygen during sex.
Fuck it. She said she's into face sitting. I'd need oxygen.
Yeah, I think I'll need some oxygen too, baby.
You are 300 pounds. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that on hand for me.
Yep.
Or put an X.
Park play? It's a beautiful day out, and I would love to have some fun outside in the park or woods. Licking, sucking, fucking against a tree. Any ladies interested? Average cock here. No pic, no reply. Put park play as the subject.
Average cock here?
Average cock here.
Like,
don't
why
be
would you
expecting
mention that?
Don't be, yeah, like, if your cock is anything but huge, don't even mention what your cock is like, you know? Unless it's really small and you're trying to, like, lower expectations.
Hi, average cock here.
Why would you ever want to call attention to the averageness of the penis? Like, are you afraid?
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, you ain't never had it this average, have you, bitch? Oh, yeah. This is so fucking mediocre. Oh, this is run-of-the-mill. Oh, yeah, take it. Take that easily to take cock.
So fucking milquetoast. So fucking vanilla. Oh, my God.
In the locker room of the Richfield LA Fitness, you had just showered and were changing. I was changing to go shower. You had a fantastically pierced penis. I couldn't help but look. If there weren't so many people around, I had some questions about the piercing process I wanted to ask you.
Who is like, oh, that gentleman was staring at my pierced penis. I better go on Craigslist to look, just in case he wrote me an ad. What?
I don't know, man. How many people must have thought this was them? Like, I got a pierced penis and I was at the Richfield LA Fitness. Maybe you're talking about me.
I ran ahead on this one and I can't.
Thirsty, looking to drink from the tap. Looking to drink water from the tap, then swallow a load. Would be great to have a group of guys watching in prep for their turns. Private home, discretion assured, anonymous if requested. Prefer men under 55 in good shape with full bladders and balls.
Full bladders?
Yeah.
He wants him to piss in his mouth and...
Yep.
Wow.
Piss in my mouth, baby.
Can you, like, eat asparagus, too, before you go visit?
So you have a particularly smelly load?
Ooh, yeah. You like that stinky piss, don't you, motherfucker?
All right.
Paul, this is the last one. You got to read it.
God. I think about you all the time. Generally stuff like, God, I hope you choke on the fly today and it makes you puke. God, I hope you fall down a flight of stairs and land on your ass so hard you shit your pants in front of all your coworkers or friends. I like how that's interchanged.
Yeah, but also, like, I'm pretty sure there's no, like, I don't think getting hit on the ass makes shit come out of your ass. I've never seen that happen. It seemed more likely you get hit in your stomach.
Dude, I bet it has happened.
They just shook the turds loose.
Oh my God. God, I hope you piss off your waiter and they spit a juicy booger in your latte. Yeah, I hate you, but I do still think about you.
It's kind of sweet in its own way, you know?
Kind of, yeah.
Because, you know, love and hate, they're not really opposites because you're still thinking about the person. Really, the opposite of either is apathy. We learned something here today. Learned a valuable lesson about life.
We did.
Yeah. All right, the show's over, everybody.
Thanks for joining us on
Give us a
short
thumbs
notice,
up,
Paul.
And thank you, Paul, for being a spontaneous guest. We love you, Paul.
Love you guys too.
We
Anytime.
love you with the fucking strong, manly love, and I want you to come lick my sweaty feet sometime.
Okay. No recip though. Okay.
No recip.
That's fine. I'm cool with it.
All right.
All right, later, Paul.
Bye, Paul.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching the show tonight. It was definitely a unique one.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
All right. See you guys on Wednesday with Armored Skeptic. Good night, everybody.
Good night and good luck.